Hi, everybody. Thanks for waiting. Thank you so much for joining today. Today we're doing Chrome Diopside, which is a beautiful green stone found in Siberia, Russia, and we're going to be taking an astral journey. That's right. If you've never done an astral projection before, it's really easy and relaxing. How's everybody today? And for those on replay, I will timestamp for you. So today we're going to talk about the color green and the green stones. If you have any emeralds, serpentine, chrome diopside, or anything green, we are going to be using the green stones to bring in love, because the fourth chakra, moving up from our first, second, and third to the fourth chakra, is the center of our human body. And our human body is all about love. That's right. Yay. Love is the opposite of the current paradigm going in, which is the opposition dynamic, which we all know is hate. And so the solution is love. And when we feel love and we move with love through our hearts and our heart chakra, we have an incredible heart healing. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. Thanks for the likes. You guys are great. And also, I'm taking political tarot questions. Please type them in the live chat. It would be helpful if you put them in all capitals. And then after we do our beginning introduction to green, we're going to do political tarot. And then at the end, we're going to do about a 30-minute astral journey to Siberia. That's right. Of all places, we are going to Russia. And you can see how deep inside of Russia, north of Mongolia and China, we're going to be astral projecting today, where it is going to be dawn and the eastern sunrise is going to come up so that we can see the stones flashing, because in Siberia, these green rocks, literally, it's like the entire side of the mountain is just all green. Now, most of that is rough and it's very powdery and it cannot be cut into stone. But if we very, very carefully go through the green powder, we can find the stones, and they are very, very difficult to find in any kind of size large enough to be used. So thank you for coming today. Now let's review going through our colors, because for the newcomers, welcome. And thank you to all the return viewers. Hello, Twana, Alexia. I'm Alexia. And that is actually a Peloponnese name from Greece. And there's a lot of archaeology for pre-Hellenic Greece, where they had a lot of digs and stones, because at that time, which was before Christ, the ecumenical rulers and the monarchs used stones, emeralds, and the green stones go back very, very far. But in order to get in history to be used as a royal stone, but in order to find chrome diopside, which has the chemistry of chromium, it's the chromium which turns this stone green. Okay, we must go to Russia. I know, isn't that great? Okay, hello, Asantewa. Hi, Asantewa. Okay, and thank you for coming. It's great to see you. And once again, if you have political questions. Now, let's talk about green and how we used our foundation colors of red, which is the root chakra, or the base chakra, red has a longer wavelength on the electromagnetic spectra, because remember, our eyes can only see what humans can see on the electromagnetic wavelengths. We cannot see gamma rays with our eyes. As we move up the color scale, the frequency changes. So the frequency of the chemistry in the stones, and these are Chrome Diopside, yeah, I'm wearing them, is higher, okay? So, and also because green is not a primary color, it's actually a mixture of blue, the ultraviolet frequencies, and the lower frequencies, which are red. The green wavelength is very highly refined. So in order for us to tune to the green wavelength, we have to be more highly refined. We have to have the ability to tune into the love frequency, because it's a much, much finer tune, okay? All right? So remember, we brought the power of love, and we can bring the power of love because love is infinite. It is a source energetic. It comes from the earth, from the grounding of the red. That's right. We can bring it up from our root and the red. Because humans, our center body is our heart. And when we are living outside of our heart and our love, all kinds of other things manifest. Now, as far as carefulness to be aware of and caution when tuning into the love frequency is to also be filtered, because we don't want any misaligned from love energy coming in. So we need the filter concept instead of blocking energy. We need to be able to filter the frequency of love toward us and attract it, while at the same time we have no energy expended whatsoever, because the not aligned with love frequency is blocked through the filter. And in optics, that's what's known as a refraction grating, okay? So we'll put up our energetic filters so that the love comes in and it's deflected the non-attuned energy. So we really do want to be tuned to the energy of love today. Before we start our political tarot readings, I want to ask, where's your love? Who do you love? What do you love? What just brings love to you? I mean, when you think love, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Type in the chat, type in the comments. I want to know what you love. Anything horses. I love anything horses. I know you guys know that. If it's a horse, I'm on board. Okay. The heart chakra. You love the heart chakra. You love green. You love green, the green color. I know some people here may feel that green is their favorite color. You love the color green? Oh, yeah. Twana says, my grandchildren. That's right. Does your heart just burst when you think of love for your grandkids? This is the power of love. Yes. Okay. All animals. Connie's an animal lover. She loves animals. I would like to let you know that because of the recent fires, there's been a lot of wildlife rescue lately. So we've had displaced wildlife here. They've been keeping me busy. I have a skunk. It's funny. We have a relationship. I know. So there it is, the heart. I love my new space. That's right. I love my new space that I'm in. I'm just in heaven. My horse loves it. We're happy. Okay. Oh, sweet. Okay, we'll see you because we're going to do tarot for an hour before we do the color meditation. And I like to use color meditation for putting myself to sleep. I understand there's a lot of great uses for color meditation. And then I also want to mention there is another green stone known as moldavite. Drive safely, Connie. Don't rush. Okay, we'll be here for you and your loved ones. Okay, that distracted me, but the rock is called moldavite. And what's fascinating about moldavite, it is not a crystal. And this is why I want to mention that there's a special property that crystals have, which is called non-amorphous. The crystalline structures stack up in what's known as a crystal lattice. And that is how the energy moves, okay, across the crystal. Now, there's lots of different kinds of energy. There's kinetic energy, potential energy, thermal energy, electrochemical energy, which is what we give off when we have our brain. There's magnetic energy. And I'm letting you know the key to working with crystals is because the lattice structure is so pure. And that's why if you can get the clarity very high so that you can see through the crystals, the energy just moves. And so I have studied the energy transfer of them. And then the frequency is set by the color of the stone. Once again, green, chromium. Now, that is not the same color as the beryl or the titanium. The beryl is in the green emerald, and the titanium is in the green sphene. In the chromium diopside, okay, we're talking green. Chrome is a very green color, elemental. It's very pure. All right. So that is the beginning of all heart meditation, is to tap into the power of love. When I think about going to see those horses and them taking me for a ride, I'm like, wow, supercharged. When you think about right now, I know it's sad. We can't see our grandkids. I don't have grandkids. I have a kid, so she's right down the road. So I'm cool. She's right actually in the next room. Yeah, we love our grandkids and we love spending FaceTime with them. That's right. Video chatting now with our grandkids. Okay. All right. And nature, spending time in nature. We love spending our time in nature. That's right. I made sure to go outside before I came in here for the live stream. Okay. So when we do heart meditation and color meditation, green is definitely the first and foremost. Energetic is the energy of pure love. And that is a very blissful energy. All right. Hi, Renee. Hi, Rhonda. Thanks for coming. Okay. And so in the interest of moving along here on the time, let us begin with our political tarot. I know this is really unusual, but I saw that a lot of people witnessed a coffin, what looks like a casket being rolled into the White House. And then there was a rumor that there were Russian planes and some of them delivered caskets, 52. And we also know that Ivanka, I think, has some vested corporate interest in some sort of manufacturing company for parts. So nobody's read on this. I want to know what's with the coffin thing. And then somebody said, well, maybe they're decorating for Halloween. I mean, they could have pumpkins for Halloween. They could have ghosts. They could have, why caskets? And also the other thing I thought that was kind of convenient was, what do you normally put inside of a casket? Yeah, it's like, and it fits really well inside of that. It's like, isn't that convenient if you could move such things inside, in and out of the White House? And what's with the Russian planes? I mean, is this just another one of those Q theories or, ridiculousness? Okay, because that's my question. I just, none of the psychics I saw said anything about the coffin being rolled in. Did you guys see that? Did you see the whatever news brief? Let's get to the tarot here. Okay, so this is the Russian tarot of St. Petersburg. And there's that chromium diopside. Chrome diopside. This is the Russian tarot of St. Petersburg, and it actually was printed in Italy. But the deck is made from the guy, I think what's his name? Yuri. It's his deck, and they have a different perspective. So today we're going to take a trip to Siberia. That's right, because we're going to the Ugly province, which is deep, deep in the interior. Okay, so we want to take a Russian perspective on this. Okay, yeah, she'll be back, don't worry. Oh, Rhonda says, I've been stuck in PJs, going from reader to reader. You've made my quarantine fun. Oh, likewise, Rhonda. So we're, all we need to do to tap into the color green is feel that love. Feel that love. And we all put in who and what we love. Yeah, Renya, I'm not going to repeat what you said out loud, but if there's any moderators here, do just be aware that there's what's called flags on the YouTube algorithm. And if you say names or too many unusual words, but especially names of people, it really sets off the flags. But that looks pretty good, except for that M word. So just be careful, put a little bit of code in there. So I just thought, this whole thing over the weekend was so conveniently timed. I mean, let's face it, he had to be admitted on a Friday night, not on a Thursday night. And, we'll be back to work on a Monday, but guess what? He's not back to work today. And all I know for sure, okay, is that number one, nobody can say that anyone's seen a test result, just like no one's seen the president's tax returns. No one's seen his positive test result. Okay, like there's some missing information on that, according to the agency. I think you know which agency we're talking about. And then the feds said that there's no verification of his test results, and they have verified that he's not at the White House. He is not at the White House. I have not verified that he's at Walter Reed. There was some very funky, hunky, chunky monkey regarding Dr. Sean Connolly and his staff that the agency found forged signatures, something about that, and nobody really knows who this Connolly guy is. So now it really wants to go to this card. It's like, pull me. Oh, it's 0. It's the start of the deck. The base number 1 card in the tarot is the Major Arcana 0, the Fool. This is the Fool, not in the White House. But that's the underlay. So I'm sorry, but that is currently his position, not in the White House. That's the Fool, not in the White House. Hi, Crystal. It's great. Oh, that's great. I'm actually streaming through StreamYard. And so what I have to do is after the stream, I have to add you. So when you come back, next week. Okay, so that'd be great, Crystal Tarot Apothecary. I would love that. Oh, I knew I could have already told you that, Twana. We were going to tell you why, and this is the reason why. He's had. Okay, this is just because I work in the industry and for entertainment purposes only. If he was put on a 72-hour hold, which was very Chad Wolf-like, then it ends at 6. Like it ends tonight, and they have to release him, because if they don't release him, he either has to self-commit himself, which would be a Section 3. Or they have to commit him, which is a Section 4, which they can't right now because they can't do it in the Senate. They need a 2/3 majority vote in the Senate to pull a Section 3 on the 25th Amendment. So by law, they have to release him. But I am almost certain what actually happened was he had I'm sorry, I used the wrong word, not a Chad moment, a Brad Parscale moment. Okay, now I'm not going to review what happened with Brad Parscale, but in the industry, it's known as a 5150 or a 72-hour hold. And I think that it was odd that he was carrying the black box with him. That's what I heard from my contacts inside the White House when he left. And I guess he had them in the SUV on his little parade, that he was carrying the black box. Now, I think he's actually supposed to have it handcuffed to him. I think the Secret Service is supposed to have handcuffed him and the black box together. Like that's what they're supposed to do, because if he was on a 72-hour hold, he was going to be released tonight. So I already knew that he would be released tonight. And I'll just go ahead and give you a preview of the political tarot readings before we get to the coffin part. I did a private personal reading. Okay. And once again, the agency has no verification of his test results over the last week. Okay. They don't have access to his test results. And for entertainment purposes only here, I am a healthcare professional, and there's a thing called HIPAA, which is HIPAA. It's called a HIPAA Act, and you cannot release someone's medical records without their permission. So he can release his tax returns, but they can't. Nobody can release his test results, okay, legally, if he doesn't want to release them. So I read on it last night. Yes, he was tested twice. Both the results came out positive, and he's holding on to the test results, and they have not been released. So he has his own test results, and this is what I think happened. I think he had a Brad Parscale moment where he just pretty much flipped because he got his second test. Now you take 2 tests. The cards, and supposedly the news said that he said he took 2 tests, which totally makes sense. For once, something makes sense, which is suspicious out of Donald. But supposedly the reason he didn't want to talk about it was the first test is supposed to be just the pre-screening, and then you go for the second test, and it takes time to get the results. That's not an instant test, and he's not making that up. And so he waited until he got the second test result. So when they're talking about him getting his test result back, they're talking about the day he got his second test result back, which means he's had this thing for way before, since last Wednesday, if he's positive. And then I asked the cards, just because you test positive doesn't mean you have it. And I asked the card, did he have it? And it gave me a straight up no. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. Just because you test positive doesn't mean you have it. And then I asked, does he have something else? And that's, of course, a yes. And it talked about that. We'll get into that. Okay. So, but first, well, I'm not kidding. You have no idea how many things don't add up in the White House. Yeah, the White House is in complete chaos right now. They have a back channel that's leaking like a sieve. Somebody asked on another stream if the agency watches tarot channels and psychic channels, and the answer is yes, absolutely. They call me. Okay, now the reason why is because I'm connected. So they call me. Okay, they have my number. All right. And so when they called me, I know something is up. So they called again. I knew something was up. They called on Wednesday before the news brief went out and all this and blah, 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 blah. They called me and I was like, what? They're like, do you know what's happening? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's all in the October surprise. Did you see the October surprise video? It's all in there. That it said Jared needed the ultimate news brief regarding the cure. It all leads to the fact that, and already since yesterday, they started talking about Regeneron and the CEO and how their stock is up. So it's all in my October surprise prediction. Crystal, and please do ask your political questions. And if you have a chance to put it in all capital, it sticks out more so I could see it. Crystal asks, 8 likes. Thanks, guys. I wonder if he will make others sick by returning without quarantine. We can ask if he will spread. Now, there's one thing I want to note. Now, it is hermetically sealed, his SUV, which meant that it's a very high amount of particles of pathogens, which anyone inside the vehicle. So they did not do like a regular protocol. Like in South Korea, man, those guys suit up. They put a hazmat suit on if they don't want to catch it. So they only lowered their percentage of catching it by like 30% or something. Knight of Cups. Okay, so those are the guys who were exposed to it in the van. Okay, see, they got it passed to them because the cups is the suit of the germs. Okay, so when they only put on N95 masks and that was it, and they didn't even wear gloves, they didn't even do regular decontamination. They only lowered their percentage of receiving pathogens by about 30%. Yeah. What they really needed to do is put Donald Trump in a hazmat suit. Because, if they have a COVID patient, and this is for entertainment purposes only, I'll type that in the chat too, you guys. I am not giving any advice or medical advice whatsoever on it right now. We're going to do a crystal green color meditation. That's right. And an astral journey to Siberia. Yeah. It's nothing to do with, yeah. Look here. I'm looking sideways part of the time so I can read the chat, you guys, in case I'm not looking at the focus. Okay, so that is scientifically, so really. Okay, so the coffins. What's the coffin? Why are they moving what looks like coffins in, and I'm assuming out of the White House? So we're going to do one spread for why are they moving the coffins in, and then another spread for why are they moving the coffins out. Okay, I have to and this is the Russian deck because it said it has to be something to do with Russia. Why? And the White House belongs to the people. We have a right to know what's going on. A lot of the, here we go. 2 of Swords, the indecision, the crossroads. This is being forced to make a choice. Okay. And this is also cutting somebody out. Okay, so the first spread, and I've got to put this down so you guys can see the cards. The first spread is why are they moving them into the White House? And the second spread is why are they moving them out of the White House? And for clarity, we can always use the English tarot. Okay, 3 of Cups is the essence. And for the newcomers, I used the Nostradamus spread. This position is the essence. This is the foundation. Recent past. Current, what's happening right now. And the outcome. This is why they're moving them into the White House. 3 of Cups. It's something to do with the ladies. Oh, these are the three ladies and moving stuff in and out. Specifically, these are actually moving emotions in and out or fluids. They could be moving something fluid in and out. Okay, so these are, at the essence is the three ladies, the three women who are working together as a team or conspiracy. The 10 of Cups is the community, the party. So it's the whole White House has the cups. This kind of means that the White House is spreading around. Yeah, I would say that the 10 of Cups means right now that they're super spreading at the White House. In the recent past, I would be like, this morning, okay, we found out that the president's being released from the hospital tonight, as I told you he would be, because it's his 72-hour hold's coming up. Okay, so this is actually, in the recent past, there's been evidence that's been revealed. And actually, Eric Trump is sitting right now in front of the committee testifying about the tax returns and the money stuff for the Trump organization, because Donald put Eric in charge of that technically. He's a private citizen, so he's running the Trump organization. So I want to get clarity on this Ace of Swords in the recent past. This is a truth that's come out due to an investigation. Okay, so that's not really something about him going to the hospital. Okay, and it's not really about his poll numbers dropping. This is something possibly doing with indictments. Sure enough, the Queen of Swords, Justice Department. This has to do with indictments that have recently come up regarding voter fraud. Okay. And Russian interference in the elections. Okay. The coffins has something to do with the recent election and voter frauds, evidence, and investigations that are being made into Russia. This is the coffins we're talking about here, you guys. Let's not get... Ooh, yeah, exactly. Oh, thank you for your input. Crystal says... Oh, yeah, hashtag unfit Marjorie. I love that. There's also a hashtag going around that's something like 25th, or the Fifth Amendment is for those who are guilty or something like that, because that's a quote that Donald said, because I think Eric may have pled the fifth today, so we'll get there. We're getting there. But right now we're working on the coffins. Hashtag unfit right at this moment in the White House, because we know Donald Trump's not there at this very moment. Donald Trump is not in the White House. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's not 6:30 p.m. Eastern time at Walter Reed. Nope. He is still not there. So this is what's going on at the White House. These are all the people with all their little infections passing it around their different little ways. They're kissing, they're sharing drinks, they're smooching, they're hugging, they're shaking hands, they're eye flirting, they're probably having sex and fluid bonding. So many ways to... Because the foundation is about this is about the coffins, but this is at the White House. Okay, right now we know the truth in the recent couple of days, we do know the truth that the White House is passing it around. That's been the big news brief, right, you guys, since the debate? I mean, let's face it. Okay, every day it's like so-and-so test positive, right? All those distractions, because the coffins are about the Department of Justice investigations into the voter fraud and election interference made by Russia. And here it is. Final outcome. Okay, we got a double set. Queen of Swords, Department of Justice. Now, A.G. Barr, we don't want him doing it because he'd be the king. So someone else, and we'll just keep her quiet for now. Okay, that's what it's about. So maybe the universe doesn't need us to know because it has something to do with the Department of Justice. Okay, could be someone who's a supplicant to A.G. Barr. Okay, all right. Okay, now we know they're sealed indictments. All right, now that's why they're going in. Why are the caskets being moved out of the White House? The essence is the Ace of Cups. It's all about emotions. And this also says, yes, they are being moved out. So since we got the Ace of Swords on the last reading, yeah, it's true. That is the sword of truth. That is confirmation from the universe that the first reading is true and that the question or the assumption that the caskets are being moved out again is true. And the essence is the Eight Cups. Now, the cups is the emotional heart. We're all talking about love and hate. So this could have something to do with the opposition to love, which could be hate. Oh, more cups. This is a partnership, the Two of Cups. This is an extremely strong. This is an emotionally bonded. This is most likely a marriage. This is very likely Jared and Ivanka. And since it's all about cups, this could be, man, with the coffins. This could be about Jared and Ivanka owning the corporation to the coffins, because they could have an agreement going with Russia on some corporate coffin deal. Okay, because that's a marriage. That's a marriage right there. So that, I mean, the only real strong marriage in the White House we know right now is Jared and Ivanka. I mean, they're right there. I mean, there's Mitch and Elaine. This is the Russian tarot. Ivanka is Ivana's daughter. Okay, she's Eastern. She's Slavic. Okay, this is the Slavic deck. Okay, the recent past is the sun, the revelation. Talking about the coffin. Coffins. Oh yeah, I saw that they put out the movie Unfit. That's good. Okay, so here is the recent past, which is nakedness. Oh, maybe what they're putting inside the coffins were recently naked. Because this is actually the marriage. Maybe this is the naked truth about Ivanka and Jared's marriage. Uh-oh. Now it's getting personal, because the cups is personal. Because at this moment, it's the Ten of Swords. You know, you guys, this is more than just a spiritual demise. This is a psychic demise. This is a mental demise. This is sudden ruin. This could be, you know, what we're saying is the caskets leaving the White House has something to do with the recent naked truth that's personal between Ivanka and Jared. Maybe this is the truth that they're having to face about their marriage now that they know they have or have not caught it. Ooh, another partnership. Okay, so here again, the Kremlin. See how their partnership is not overruled by the Kremlin. This is actually good. It is possible that Ivanka and Jared's personal intertwinement, aka marriage, which is really, this is all about Ivanka and Jared's marriage. This coffin thing, you guys, and somebody being naked. Oh, this is super personal that went down between them that destroyed their marriage. It could be recent news of their positive test results because they don't have to tell the truth or nobody has to share their test results. And in the end, it's the agreement. It's probably the corporate agreement that she's got going with the caskets, and that's why they're moving out. They don't know what they're doing running this casket business. Is that what this is all about? They need help selling caskets because they couldn't sell enough. So they've got to make an agreement selling more caskets. Because I saw this like spoof commercial that Ivanka's new fashion line is body bags. And you can pre-order your own. Especially they give discounts if you're over 55. I'm not kidding. It's like Donald Trump lost the seniors vote. And if he loses the seniors vote in Wisconsin, that's it. He's hosed. He's hosed. Okay, so what's happening about that is that there's something really personal going on between Ivanka and Jared over the casket corporation. Yeah. Maybe they have to set up some deal where the White House pays for casket decorations so they can make more money or something. I mean, it's literally that ridiculous that you can go that out there on this, but it didn't say anything about moving bodies in and out. No. No, they're if anything, what they were trying to hide is the fact that their test results are coming up positive, and the recent truth in the past is that they're super spreading. Yeah. The casket thing doesn't have anything to do with the germ. It might have something to do with hiding money inside them, though. They might have run out of ideas how to launder money. Because you know why? G-Max is at MDC. She's one of the major players. And Jared, Jared uses her. They work together. Eric is sitting in front of some judiciary committee. He's probably just about to get off right now. I think they close at like 4 p.m. Okay. So did Eric plead the fifth? Are they capitalized? Aren't they coming in from Canada? Are they coming in from Canada? I can ask really quick. Are the caskets being shipped from Canada to the United States? I wish Crystal Tarot Apothecary says, I wish I knew more about the casket thing. Anyone know where I should look? There's not much on it because all I did was hear a rumor about Russian planes and caskets, and all I saw was a photo of somebody wheeling a casket into the White House, but it could have been a doctored. It was unverified. But we do know for real that Ivanka has some sort of company that is involved with making caskets. Okay, so the two questions are they coming in from Canada? Are the caskets being shipped from Canada? This card wants to come out. The Fool. That's Donald Trump's present position. Are the Two of Cups? There's Ivanka and Jared again. Yeah, they sent over. Oh my God, look at this. I would take that as, are they sent from Canada? Are they sent from Canada? Are they sent from Canada? Yeah, because they're right over the border. They're in love with the United States. They were sent over quickly. And look whose 3 bodies they had in mind. This is Donald Trump, Ivanka, and Jared. Okay, yep, they had them shipped over by request of Ivanka, Jared, and Donald. Okay, what was the next question? Are they capitalizing? And I won't say that word out loud. We have a channel cat. She's about to come over. She's on the table right now. She'll probably pounce. Kitty, are you going to pounce? Juniper, I have a channel cat on my table. She might pounce if we're lucky. She likes to be held. Okay, so let me go get her. Here. Hello, Juniper. Here's my channel cat. She likes to be held. Here's the channel cat. Oh, she likes to be held. See, she also likes to bite me. Oh, there she is. Poof, there she goes. Okay. Got a glimpse of the channel cat on the live stream. Woohoo! She bit me. She's feral, you guys. Okay. Are they capitalizing? Are they capitalizing on Asantiwa? Are they capitalizing? Her question is, and I can't say that last word because it'll set off the YouTube flags and we don't want to start buffering. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We said it was fluids being transferred, not money. That's right. So they are moving something in and out. They're coming in from Canada. Oh, and then they're going out to... Oh, but they're coming in through Canada. That makes total sense. Okay, here we go. Are they capitalizing? Ooh, the Ace of Cups, yes. They're capitalizing on the fluid. So the vaccine is going to be an injection. So this is vials of fluid. This is fluid. Okay. Ooh, for the world. Okay. That's a big set of cards. Okay. So yes, they're capitalizing, they're planning on it, and it's a fluid. Okay. So that is not a vaccine. It looks like it is more of a cure. Now, a vaccine is a preventive as opposed to inoculation, which actually injects you with the pathogens in a special mixture. Okay, so it would be a cure. So it's not a vax, okay? It's a therapeutic. That's the word they're using now, a therapeutic. Okay. And it's in a fluid form. Okay. So this is really, okay. So that's, yes, I wouldn't say they're capitalizing on the D word. I would say they're capitalizing on the fear, on people's fear. Okay. That when they get sick, they need to take something like a pill. Okay. Okay. Now let's ask, okay. So it's coming in from Canada. Where is it going? Oh, once again, it's going to the Eight of Pentacles. It's going to be used by the 50-cent bot army as an op-ed, okay, to influence votes. This is influencing the voter count. That's not the same as actual voter fraud. It's a form of election interference, okay, being used by the 50-cent bot army as the thing to have, see, as the therapeutic. Oh, look, so-and-so took it, I should take it. Okay, but that's not what, we're still talking about the caskets. They're saying they're taking it from Canada and they're shipping it to they're holding on to it. See, the King of Pentacles is an army of corporate soldiers who are holding the actual cure in little vials that they're wanting to, charge for. They want to charge for each and every vial. Now I'm starting to get this. Okay. Are they planning to capitalize on what's ever in the caskets that they're transporting? Because it looks like they're transporting some sort of vials. Okay. That would be a therapeutic. Okay. Yeah. They want to, here comes the channel cat. They want to be able to influence votes with op-eds when in fact they're going to be withholding the actual therapeutic, okay, until they can charge for it over and over and over so they can make money. That's them capitalizing each time they sell a bottle of the cure. It's your basic snake oil, okay, okay, so where are they planning to ship the caskets out? Where are they planning? Okay, they're moving the caskets in and out. Now we know what's in them. Vials, okay, of therapeutics. Okay. Where are they shipping them out? They're this looks like shipping it to the military. Who's military? Who's military? Ooh, these cards are starting to pop. The Six of Wands mob. The guys who are like Mitch McConnell and whatnot. Okay. This is they're shipping it to Mitch McConnell. Oh my God. You guys, I think I figured something out. This is amazing. Thank you so much for mentioning that Canada thing. Okay. Okay, so they're bringing these caskets in. They're shipping them over probably from Canada. They're shipping them over probably from Russia because the truth is other countries have much more advanced technology for therapeutics. Let's face it, now that you know who went in the hospital and had the news brief that he tested positive, okay, they've been saying, oh, he's taking this and oh, he's taking that. And now he's going to be out of the hospital on Monday night, not realizing that he was on a 72-hour hold, most likely against his will. Because I heard from my inside people, he wouldn't go on his own. He was not going to go to the hospital. And they probably knew that he tested positive twice. Okay, and he wasn't going to go. So I think they had to drag him in on a 72-hour hold. They had to look at him. So they managed to convince him to go in. And that's why they put him on. And that's why I knew he was going to come back out. If you saw my, test positive reading, I told you that the whole thing was going to blow over in a week and that he'd look totally healthy. Okay. Just because you have an actual positive test doesn't mean 100% you actually suffer from it. I am not kidding. There is a margin of error called false positives, and almost all the tests right now are not very well refined, and they do give a certain percentage of false positives, even on a second test. I kid you not. Because technically that was only one test of a real test, because the first test is just like a 5-minute quick screening thing. It's like really fast, but okay, so that is a lot. So they're bringing this files over from Canada for YouTube entertainment purposes only, so that Mitch and his guys can capitalize on it. Okay, they've got a deal going with Jared and Ivanka. And what else was the other thing? They're shipping this stuff out to Mitch and his gang so they can have their therapeutics. That way, I think that they can all pretend they didn't catch it. And remember, they don't have to give out their test results. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. Because no, it doesn't have anything to do with the vaccine or money laundering. They're shipping in therapeutics. Yeah, for Ivanka and Jarrett, because they probably tested positive too. They're just not telling anybody. Yeah. Because let's face it, we got the 10 of Cups at the White House, which means everybody's got it. Not like some of them have it. But it also looks like they're shipping it to some, the therapeutics is some high military. They might be giving it to somebody like Mark Esper or, I got the first time around that there was the 9 that got inoculated last year in December because they knew ahead of time it was coming, and that they, but I think that now they realize that wasn't it. That wasn't the way to go. And so now they're doing therapeutics. Okay, which is the cure. It's a basic snake oil marketing guy. You go around in a covered wagon with a jar of snake oil, and you have a rally, and you get up in front of them and you tell jokes, and you pull a bunch of magic tricks and you sell them Regeneron Therapeutics, which he owns a portion of. It's so obvious. Okay, now for clarity, I am not here to give medical advice for anyone on therapeutics, whether or not they should take anything from anybody. Not on this live stream. No, not today. We're just talking about why they're moving stuff in and out of the White House without telling us about it, because we are the American people and we have a right to know what's coming in and out of the White House. Bye, Twana. Yay. Oh, right on. Go FaceTime with, that do what you love. Yeah, that definitely beats going to a tarot live stream. Absolutely. Real, personal, friends, live. Absolutely. Yay. I'm so glad you've got that going. Yay. Hi, Keisha. All right. So now we're taking more political questions. Marjorie asks, the doctors said they did imaging, but they won't say what for. And why is the lands far away card? Okay, Marjorie asked, the doctors said they did imaging, but they don't say what for. Okay, so before we, so let's talk about diagnostics. There are diagnostic tools. Examples is running blood chem panels off a blood test. An X-ray is a diagnostic tool for certain things. For soft tissue injury, and which is what my specialty is, I have 5 certifications in holistic health. Organs are soft tissue. So MRIs and CAT scans are diagnostics for soft tissue injuries. So if they're doing either a CAT scan or an MRI, that's because they want to get diagnostics on his brain. Now, when I did my personal reading last night, alone, late at night, when it's quiet out, I asked the question, so they're doing diagnostics on his soft tissue, which would be his brain if he did a CAT scan. And if it's an MRI, they could do his whole body, basically, to look for soft tissue injury. Also, unfortunately, the thing that he says he has does actually degrade soft tissue. And once again, I'm not a medical expert on this, but I have been getting autopsies, slices and images of patients postmortem, and it does visibly look like there's sort of like an internal necrosis of the internal organs where it affects. I don't want to get too highly into this because it's kind of grotesque, but they can look for things inside the soft tissue that they can't get with a blood panel or an X-ray. So they're looking for soft tissue diagnoses, specifically of the brain. Okay, that's different than an EKG or an EEG, which would be heart. If he's having heart issues, now I got last night that he has symptoms of an aneurysm, and I hate to say this, but it's possible he could it looks like there's an aneurysm in his future, possibly when he's out of office. They can look for aneurysms. If he's having heart issues, they would do that on EEG monitoring, okay, not just EKGs. I wonder if they're kidney check diagnostics are done using ultrasounds. And unfortunately, Melania is it is public knowledge that she is an organ transplant, which is really, really tough for CV patients. Actually, they don't treat well at all. They have a very low outcome. That's like the worst thing you can have. Even having cancer is better than that. And the reason why is because those medications that they're on for organ rejection. So the diagnostics, some of them are blood chems and ultrasound. They can just go and look at the ultrasound and get a ultrasound image. So there's quite a lot of imaging that can be done on soft tissue. Okay, so are they checking his kidneys? Oh, yeah, let's have other questions before we check his kidneys. Okay, and the reason why I will defer for that is because I am a medical practitioner and due to HIPAA law, it's just kind of, we don't really want to look at his health condition on this channel. We'll let Mystic Bella do that. I highly recommend and give a shout out to Mystic Bella. Yeah, just type in the search bar Mystic Bella, and she does health readings really, really, really well. That's why I did his in private and I wouldn't do it on a live stream. Okay, so here's a question. Okay, and I don't see a problem with asking any questions, but I'm not going to read directly on health questions, but these are the questions I want to know. Okay, and what's going on with the bandage on his head? He has a bandage on his head? Oh, he has a bandage on his head. Oh, okay. Oh, I know about this. Okay, I know about this. All right. Why does Donald have a bandage on his head? Oh my God, there's the bandage on the head. It's also the card of voter suppression, but we're not going to go there. Why does Donald have a bandage on his head? See, I love the accuracy of my readings. If you haven't had a chance to watch the October surprise, it really puts this in perspective. Oh no, this is not looking good. Okay. Uh-oh. This is duplicating. This is like a repetition over and over and over, again and again and again. All right. Page of Cups is news. It's not evidence. It's not a diagnostic. This is bad news. Oh, he wants to cover up the scar. Here's in the recent. Okay, this is Donald Trump's head. In the recent past, he took an injury or something to his head. So while he was in there, they did a procedure on his head. He's innocent. This is actually a card of innocence. Okay, and you can see, once again, the laurel wreaths around the head. I'm the false king. I am he who would be king. But what this says is okay, I know exactly what this says. This is, we were tricked. The American people, okay, actually this is saying that Donald Trump was tricked. And I actually got this in my private reading last night. Donald Trump was tricked into thinking he has it. I kid you not. He had 2 positive test results. He thought he had it. Okay? So he went nuts. He lost it. That's what happened. That's what happened on Friday. He realized that he's positive and it affected him, but he was tricked into thinking he has it. I know this, you guys, from my cards. This is just I have no evidence to support this. This is just from the cards, but we do know that we can't find any test. He has no positive test. He will not release his test results. Okay? The essence and the foundation of this reading is he was told he has it. See the fish in the cup? Somebody told him he had it. It was a trick they played on him. At the very moment, he is at hospital because of his addictions. This is the real reason why he's in the hospital. This is a card of evil influences, addiction, evil mind, hatred, evil. The real reason he was in there, I told you, they put him in because he snapped when he found out he had it. See, he thought he had it. This is how he lost it. He lost it when he found out he had it. But the truth is, it's a trick. Are you guys following me? What is wrong with the guy is something other than that. And they had to figure out how to get him in to check him out. Are you guys following me? That is why we all knew he was going to be released tonight. How they could say in advance. Remember how everybody was like, how do you know he's going to be better in 3 days? If he has it, how can he be? Why they're being so sloppy with him going around as if he can affect everyone? The truth is, and this is just what the cards told me, they tricked him into thinking he has it. Ta-da! Yeah, he's got something seriously wrong with him is right, you guys. They had to check him over on the 25th Amendment because he went cuckoo-y. And the reason why he lost it is because of 3 reasons. Eric's got to testify today, okay? His poll numbers dropped to 29, which is one of his all-time lows on Wednesday after the debate. It set him off. And the truth came out that they're super spreading at the Rose Garden. All this stuff just hitting him. And he's not fit. Okay, he's got something wrong with him. He really does have something wrong with him. But it's not something they can pull a Section 3 or a Section 4. 25th Amendment ain't going to happen, you guys. And then what I got is that his karma will come back to bite him, and he will catch it eventually. It's just it hasn't gotten to him yet. So when the real infection comes, it's going to be a whole nother ball of wax. Pretty interesting, huh? Explains why some readers are getting he has it and some don't. And I got a straight up hardcore no, he doesn't have it. But what he does have looks a real whole lot like an aneurysm. Or like a blood clot in his pulmonary. I mean, it really, the cards that I had coming up looked a lot like pulmonary, but in the brain, like a pulmonary circulatory problem in the brain, not in the psyche. So it's not like a mental health disorder, or it's not like his emotional thing, like, oh, he's crazy. No. We're talking about a brain disorder. Could be anything from long-term syphilis. I got that it started as a venereal disease. He's had symptoms of syphilis for a very, very long time. Madness insanity is one of them. Yeah, well, when we see the judgment and the karmic card and the Hierophant just coming over and over and over on every reader's, because you can't get the Hierophant away, and the Hierophant can be interpreted 2 ways in 2 different decks. It actually is the judgment from on high, so it's God's judgment. So it's a lot like the High Priestess, but it's more like, now it's time to pay. Now it's time to pay the 421 million. Now it's time to come out with the truth that you guys are super spreading. And then from a health standpoint, and this is true for all of us, and it is especially, it's especially exacerbated by this year of continual retrogrades. For example, Jupiter just came direct recently, but Uranus is in this huge retrograde, and Uranus is a lifespan planet. Okay, so like Pluto is generational. It's like we're the Pepsi generation or whatever. Uranus is so far out there. It's the lifespan planet. Its orbit, solar return, is approximately the age of a person, which is like 84, 87 years or something like that. So the Uranus retrograde, which happened about a month ago and goes through till the 14th of January. And this number 14, because I do the numerology, it's always, lately it's been 14, 14, 14. So don't be surprised if something happens to Donald on the 14th, which is a week from Wednesday. Not looking good for him. That the Uranus retrograde is something nobody can get past. And what it says is we have to pay our dues. If we've been sweeping the dirt under the rug and only regular housekeeping, we have to pull the rug out and do the extra housekeeping of the dirt underneath the rug. It is not a judgment thing on anyone. Everybody's been sweeping it under the rug. It's kind of like the kick the can mentality. The government wants to put the $5 trillion 2020 year debt onto the next generation. So it's the can kicking concept. And what Uranus is saying, nope, you cannot kick the pandemic down the road onto the next generation. She won't let it happen. We have to take personal responsibility. This is about a personal, not a government responsibility. So like a personal responsibility would be voting, that we're personally taking responsibility for voting securely, or whatever you need to secure your, that would be one thing you're taking. Sweeping the dirt under the rug, you know, your personal house cleaning in terms of your health dynamics that you've been putting off. Everybody knows what it is. Your little weak spot is going to come up. Something like I had when I was 9 years old as a kid that I've never even had. And it's just poof, is magically back. And I have to redo it. You know, that kind of a rehealing of old wounds. And it's a lifespan. We think of it in terms of the lifespan. So it's each person's whole life. So all the choices that Donald Trump has made and all the choices that each of us has made now, between now and January 14th, we have a chance to just go in there and redo it. Just throw away what doesn't work and go for what does work now. That's what this Uranus retrograde was about until Mercury went retrograde for the election. How sweet it is to have an election during a Mercury retrograde. So the blaming and the shaming on the post office and this and that, and you know, the fact of the matter is there's going to be delays. It's Mercury retrograde. There's going to be miscommunication. There's going to be false information. There's going to be fake information. There's going to be lost ballots. There's going to be misprinted information. It's just going to be like Uranus and Mercury at the same time. And then what's interesting is, like, I think it's on November 4th, Mercury goes into the shadow and comes back direct. So I'm letting people know it is A certified vote, when the county election office certifies a vote, they always take a week to certify. Nobody certifies the first day. When they do a projection of a winner on an election on a Tuesday night, it's because they can base it on a percentage of the votes that have come in. Until the votes certified by each county election official, and that's why they're doing this suppression thing, trying to take over the power of the election officials. And I'm going to be doing an election interference whistleblower thing going on this week, so for follow-up on Wednesday. Will there be another shutdown? Let's go back just a few spots. Marjorie Laura feels that Trump could be suffering from what's known as a delusion. And one of the symptoms of a diagnosable disorder is paranoia. But the actual diagnosis is known as displacement disorder. The Seven of Cups is all the ways they're passing it around, and the fact that they're having to come out, and that is delusion, illusion, is they're having to face their own illusion and delusion that they are going to get away with it. Because that's the current whatever is, I can get away with it. No, not during a Uranus retrograde. Ain't nobody getting away with it. Will there be another shutdown? And Rhonda's pendulum says he doesn't have it. He definitely has something else. That you'll get a yes on. If you want to do the affirmation and confirm, does he have something other than that he needed to be hospitalized for? And the answer is hell yes. And it has to do with the brain, like a brain injury or a brain surgery, and that's why he might have a bandage. They may have needed to do a procedure on his brain. Okay. Will there be another shutdown? Okay, now the first answer to that is it goes by state, because in the United States of America, each governor goes by shutdown. So if Keisha, you could please ask which state, because Florida is not going to shut down. Yeah. Mercury is communication. It's also transportation, which means getting things back and forth, like delivery trucks, satellites, or your car, your way you get around your car. You need to check your brakes and stuff like that. Internet disruptions, transportation, communication, and also speed. It slows down or stops or gets put on hold. And then it also has a lot to do with contracts and contract laws and contract violations. It's actually a good time to amend or renegotiate existing contracts. But to sign new contracts has to be double and triple checked. Okay, so the question is, will there be another shutdown, in which state? Alabama. Thank you, darling. Will there be another shutdown in Alabama, and when? Okay, to get the numbers, we have to get... So let's just ask, when will the next shutdown be in Alabama? When will the next shutdown be in Alabama? And if it just comes up like it's not shutting down, you'll see. But we want to know when, so you can prepare. So if the universe could be so kind as to allow Keisha to share with us when the next shutdown in the state of Alabama will be. All right, so... And this is to affirm whether or not there's going to be a shutdown. The Papist, the false pope. Okay, so that's a false premise, is that you're going to shut down again. Okay, the Papist is the only female pope. She was an imposter. And so the question is made under the false premise that you're going to shut down again. Okay, so instead, let's do the reading for when will the prosperity of Alabama return. Okay, because it doesn't look like we're going to shut down again. When will the prosperity return to the state of Alabama? Great question. This is the astrologer, and he has the time. He is the Knight of Pentacles in the modern tarot deck, and he is the keeper of time. Okay, so he's saying when the fool in the White House, that's who he's talking, this is talking about. So overseeing this is the astrologer. He's come to let you know, darling, that when, because he's got the keeper of the time, when the fool in the White House, okay, here's his recent past. This is the fools in the White House recent past. This is 6 of Sons. This is the Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, 6 Wands mob. When the gangsters, when the mobsters, when the Lindsey Grahams and all of that are voted out by the blue wave, that's coming soon, you guys, like January. At this present moment, what's happening in Alabama? Ooh, this is actually really, really an interesting card. This is the 8 of cards. This is the siege. This is the binding of the people. This is the Gemini. See the twins overturned over the House of Alabama? Your government has been taken over by an evil influence who is under the sign of Gemini. You see that? Meant to bind the ruling class of Saturn to take over the capital and the governor and the representatives of Alabama. Your final outcome looks super, super good. This is the 6 of Cups. Okay, so you're looking at January 2021 when the new administration comes in. Okay, you're gonna be prosperous. You're gonna gain prosperity through. This is the 6 of Cups. Now, this is absolutely not the same as the Roger Waite tarot deck. This has to do with the class of artists and creativity in the moon, and the keeper of the moons, which is the class of everyday Joe, who has been waiting patiently for an opportunity to come their way. Okay, so this is, the outcome is to lay waiting patiently as the moons pass and the tide turns, and the fool and his gang of mobsters who are influencing and have taken over the state of Alabama are bye-bye in the next election. See how the astrologer has the winning ribbon over him? This is a wheel of fortune. So you have excellent luck because it's an election year and the tide's turning in your favor. All right? That's the upside about being at the bottom, is it's all up. So wait patiently as the moon and the tides turn for your opportunity. That's you being in a position of posture of being poised for opportunity so that when your big win comes by, you're ready to take advantage of it. Okay? That's Alabama. Go, Alabama. Isn't that Jimmy Carter, President Jimmy Carter's state? Jimmy Carter. What a great guy. Ooh, Mars is Gemini too. Now remember, Fool is also innocence. It's a child. It's like a newborn. It's the number 0. It has no influence. It's a nothing thing. They think they know something, but they have no knowledge. It's a powerless position. Yeah. And it's also tricks, playing tricks, like playing a trick on somebody. I think they did a bait and switch on you know how. That's what I got, is they made him think it so they could take him in. Because the guy is literally that far gone. Whew. Jimmy Carter's Georgia. Okay. You know, I'm going to make hi, everybody who's new. Welcome to the folks on replay. And thank you for all the likes, everyone. We're going to be doing the green crystal meditation. We're just about finishing up on live political tarot. But that is literally what I got. You know, they had to stop pretending they're not super spreading to themselves. Because remember, when you project fallacy, the first person you are not telling the truth to is yourself. So when those people have that abusive dynamic of not telling the truth, they start by deluding themselves. They think that they're above whatever normal people and they can just not catch it, or they can catch it and they'll be fine, or whatever they think. And they're completely power drunk. They're drunk with power. All right, last political question. Oh, you're welcome. But that's my take on it, is he doesn't have it yet. He doesn't have it yet, but he will get it. It's laying dormant in his karma, his destiny, is to get it, because he's been asking for it. He's been reckless. That's the word. He's been reckless. And the reason why they could put him in the hermetically sealed vehicle without sweating bullets and putting him in a hazmat suit is because he doesn't have it, and they know it. And he doesn't know it. He doesn't know that he doesn't have it. He thinks he has it. It was the only way to get him into the hospital. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It's very out there. That is an extremely out there theory. The only evidence I have to base that on is two hard evidences. Number one, he is not at the White House. So that is true. He is not at the White House. The back channel is leaking all over the place. He's not there. He's not there right now. And number two is nobody has a test result. They don't have his test results. They don't have his test results. Nobody's got his test results. Nobody even knows he's been tested. For real. I mean, I asked the cards, has he been tested? But where's the evidence that he's been tested? Where's the evidence? Show me the test results. I mean, hashtag show me the test results. Hashtag show me the test results. I'm not kidding. It's not nice to fool around with Mother Nature. Wasn't that like a margarine commercial? Like an oleo commercial where they were like selling dioxide, polysaturates, polysaturated versus polyunsaturated fats. Wasn't that it? It's not nice to fool with Mother Nature. Okay, last question. Does anyone else have a political tarot question before we go to the... Oh, we're taking a trip. We're taking an astral journey to Russia. Okay, I've got to know. What have I got to know about this whole thing? Once again, I think everybody knows by now it's in the October surprise. And there's a lot of people who are giving out the October surprise now. I posted mine like September 2nd or something like that. Make sure it was way in advance. I would be like, yeah, this is a predictive reading. Fatten a chicken. They inject those poor poultry with so much stuff. It's awful. Like when they give all those things, news briefs that they've given Trump steroids, or they've given him Dexa something or other. Did you guys see? They're like, oh, he's got a cocktail this and a that. Yeah, I want to know if they actually gave him the Dexa. The Dexa one. Oh, yeah, we should read on Eric. Okay, did Eric... obviously, he's... Okay, so let's just verify. Did he plead the fifth? Yeah, let's read on Eric. I forgot about that. Thanks. Enough of Mr. coming home tonight after his 72-hour holds off. Yeah. Eric Trump. And also, just so you know, guys, just from a human being compassion, even if she is completely deplorable, my personal opinion only, Melania actually it would be a high risk if or when she catches it. So I would never wish harm on anyone. So I really hope that Donald takes senses of himself and does what he can to protect her, which obviously he didn't at the debate when he held her hand, because he already thought he had it, and then he still exposed his own life to it. So you can't trust the guy. Man, she needs to be protected, man. That guy's freaking dangerous. Eric Trump, did he plead the fifth? That's just a rumor. I heard that he pled the fifth. Did Eric Trump plead the fifth? I think he showed up. So let's just to get the cards all warmed up. Did he appear? Did Eric appear today? That way we know what our yes cards. Did Eric appear? I'm certain he appeared. He appeared. 10 of Pentacles. Strength. Okay. Interesting. Did Donald Trump appear at court today? Oh, you can't see me. Sorry about that. I have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a win. Yeah. He appeared in front of a panel. That's the panel, the 10 people he appeared in front of. He had a strong defense. And this is moving away. This is evading. And this is also the tax evasion. Okay, so basically I would say the evidence of his tax evasion is very strong. And yes, he appeared in front of the panel. Did Eric Trump plead the fifth? Did Eric Trump plead the fifth? He might have had to plead more than once, because he has to answer some questions. See how that one card keeps one out of 12. Did Eric plead the fifth? The Lover. Temperance. Ooh, yes. The Ace of Cups is a yes. He felt bad. Yes, he fled. He feels really bad about this. He's blending the truth with not the truth. This is him thinking about having to commit perjury as opposed to pleading the fifth. So yes, he chose the choice of pleading the fifth. This is temporary. It's a temporary evasion. So it buys him some time. It buys him some time. Okay, Marjorie says he pled the fifth and A.G. James had the judge subpoena him to testify. Well, we just read that, yes, he pled the fifth. That was Ace of Cups. He felt bad about it because he had to make a choice between committing perjury or pleading the fifth. And he had to do it in front of the panel. Yep. Letitia James. Hi, Kate. The Lover's card says that if he's testifying about the company, Connie Cat Mama doesn't know if he can plead the fifth. Can he plead the fifth? Can he plead the fifth when he's I testify? Yes, I think so, because I think so. Because if the question, can he plead the fifth? Ooh, the reverse high priestess. Ooh, let's cut these cards again, you guys. The star. Yeah, he's the star today. That's right. We're looking at him right now. Eric Trump. He's got the reverse karma card. So that's like, oh, these are reversed. There's no way around it. Seven of Wands reversed. And the Chariot. He's got a reverse reading on this one, you guys. Can he plead the fifth and get away with it? It's like, no, 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 no. Okay, that's not the same as can he plead the fifth. He cannot plead the fifth and think that that's going to get away with it, because this is karma. This is judgment. Right now, it's reversed. It's like upside down. Justice and karma is upside down. So when he pleads the fifth, he gets to attempt to overcome his own karma and destiny. But this is him losing the fight. This is him standing down. This is him waving the flag of surrender slowly. Okay, because this is the Chariot and the two sides of truth and misinformation, perjury and reality, just being literally crashed. So he will eventually, but for now, yeah, it's not. It's a temporary stopgap measure for him. Hi, guys. Alan Weaselberg. I haven't been able to keep up on it. Oh, hi, Kate. Sometimes the notification, you have to unsubscribe and then resubscribe and hit notifications bell all. And also, if you see the live stream like pop up a couple of days ahead, I usually put it up on Saturday or Sunday. If you see it come up, it'll say it has a little set reminder bell. It'll pop up if you hit the set reminder. Okay, just some more YouTube tricks. All right, and don't worry, Kate, you'll be able to go over the political tarot and the mind-blowing stuff we found out about what's moving in and out of the caskets and who it's for and how Mr. 45 ended up at the Reed Center and how he was tricked into going to the hospital because he basically wouldn't go on his own. Okay, so Weaselberg testified. Eric Trump, right now we're looking at Eric. We know that Donald gave Eric, his son, some sort of corporate designation like CEO or something like that of the Trump organization. So he testified today. according to my cards, he pled the 5th. It's a stopgap measure, but in the end, his karma, he managed to kind of get away with it for now, but it's a temporary. It's temporary. It is now time for our green meditation. We're taking a trip to Siberia and to the mountainsides of Russia. Green is the color we're looking at today. Now, this is the rough green diopside, which is found all over this region in Siberia, Russia. Oops, there we go. Which is central or deep in the interior north of Russia, in a place called Algali. And although Chrome diopside is found in Austria, India, I believe Kazakhstan, and other places, it's mostly rough. Now, when the Siberian mines are open, it's seasonal. They're only able to go up there for about 3 or 4 months out of the year because the rest of the time it's snowed under. And it's, as always, very difficult to get to. So it's so much easier to astral project than it is to visit in person. And if you have never done an astral projection before, welcome to my channel. My name is Alexia, and I'm a 5-star rated healer. Green is the color of the heart chakra. It is the center of the body. It is our pulmonary system. What gives us passion, love, and joy. In opposition to love is hate, and it is the cure for the current dynamics and policies which oppose us. When we tap into who and what we love, and we feel that love, and we live that love, we breathe it. And I'm so happy one of the streamers left today to go FaceTime with the grandkids. I'm just letting you know that there's no time like the present to do, have, and be what you love. Love is infinite. It comes from source. There's always enough of it everywhere, at all times, for everyone. We can bring it in from the ground through our root, through the red and the dirt and the earth, up in through our sacred bottom, root, and family chakra, or we can bring it in from above through our crown chakra, from spirit and the sky, into our hearts. Green is one of my favorite colors. I'm pretty sure it's somebody's favorite color here. Who loves green? Who loves green? I have to take a sip of water, you guys. Green is the color of the heart. And the emeralds and the chrome diopsides, and also rose quartz for those of you at home who have a rose quartz. That's right. You can use these healing stones by placing them on your heart chakra. Today I'm going to show you my green. There it is. Green, green, green. And here I'm going to show you my chrome diopside, which I have in my ears. I like putting them in my ears because of the pressure points in acupuncture. There's a lot of pressure points in the ear. Let's see if we can get this green to just flash. There it goes. Green, green, green. Look at that green. Oh, wow. There's the green. You can see the light shining through it now. There it is, dialed in. Wow. That is a pure chromium green from the chrome. This one's really big. It's about 2.5 carats. And it's very dark. Okay. So there's your green. Okay. Once again, I'm just going to spin it around. You can see the color a little better when the light shines through it. Let's see. Green. There it is. Ta-da. Oh, that's a good shot. There we go. Green. Oh, breathe in that green into the heart chakra. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow, look at that natural chrome green. Okay. Now, to begin our astral journey, we want to quiet the mind because the heart needs no mind. It's all about feelings and calm emotions and being centered with those whom we love, doing what we love. That's right. Okay, so as we are going to take an astral journey, it is important for everyone who is on a replay to watch the journey from beginning to end so that we travel successfully to Siberia and come back again to our sofas or our comfortable spot, and breathe in some more green and close your eyes and start to descend into your breath and your body self so that you can just swirl in a giant pool of giant green everywhere. We're going to be taking a magic flight to the inners of north of Mongolia, to the mountains of Siberia, in the continent of Asia, because underneath the frozen permafrost is a field of green, powdery chromium diopside. The mountain and the hill is so green, it is filled with this rough, powdery green stuff everywhere. And we're going to put on our magic space boots and our magic igloo suits because where we're going is very, very cold and you might want to be very, very warm in your space. And when you're ready, take a deep breath and let's travel together. That's right. Let's travel together. We're just flying over there just as we are. That's right. We're going to fly and fly and fly in our dreams, in our waking state, in our state of relaxation. As we zoom in on the continent of Asia, coming down over the North Pole into the depths and the interior of Siberia. Look, it's the frozen tundra. I can see it in the distance. It's white. It's a blinding white. It's a freezing cold white. And we hug ourselves with love. We love astral projecting to the crystal mind so that we can be filled with the green color and the frequency of love. Love. We love green. We love emeralds. We love chrome. We love diopside. And we love who we love and we love what we love. And as we carry this love in our hearts, deep inside, we keep warm as we start to descend into the plain, the snow. There's the mountain, you guys. Don't land too quickly. We must gather our resources and head to the mountainside. We must head to the mountainside where it's covered in snow, but look, terrace after terrace after terrace. Right now, at this present moment, It is sunrise. The sun is rising from the east. And as the sun hits the side of that snowy mountain, it turns flashes of green, 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 flashing, flashing. Oof. So let's swoop on over. Okay, we're swooping on over to the hillside. Now we're just going to perch. We are people. All right, and we're in a freezing cold place. There's snow everywhere. We are warm in our hearts with our love. Yes. And we're bringing in the color green because we know that it is the antidote. It is the cure. Love is the cure for absolutely everything that is happening right now. That's right. It is our shield. That's right. It is our filter. We are so attuned to this frequency and vibration of love because we are staring an entire mountainside, sunrise, sun rays flashing against these rocks in our face. That's right. Green, 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 green. And the frequency is so narrow that only those with love are allowed to enter. And here I share the mantra. All who enter, enter with love. All who enter, enter with love. All who enter, enter with love. Oh, I see y'all playing on the side with the rocks. It's fine. You may touch them. Absolutely. You can reach over. It's kind of a powder. It's a little bit gritty. When you touch it, it's like cold and icy, and it just sort of disintegrates. It just kind of falls it's like a green snow powder. Yeah, because we're not going to dig. We just want the reflection of this gorgeous, gorgeous green. I love green. Oh, it complements my hair color so well, doesn't it? Oh, it brings out the red tones. I love green. Green is the best color for redheads. Oh, I love green because green reminds me of Christ's Mass, Michael's Mass, Archangel Michael's Mass, Christ's Mass. When I smell green, I smell spruce trees. When I feel green, I feel good, like I've been eating spinach. When I love green, it's the green light go that says, yes, move forward with love. Green is the money of prosperity. It's the money. Money loves us. Money loves me. The universe loves us by sharing money with us. The prosperity color, the love color, the generous color, the color of Jupiter. Oh, and as we walk along the powdery cliffs of green, we'll snag some green slough onto our magic boots. As we breathe in and exhale, and breathe in and exhale, because together we want to fly back home. It's our little group, hold hands. And we're like, oh, do we have to go? Oh, look, there's the channel cat in the background. Do we have to go right away? Just like little children. Yes, it's time to go. Because it's time to go back to who and what you love. You're eager and you're enthusiastic because you get to go back to who and what you love. That's right. That's right, because we are tapped into what we truly, truly love and how it feels to be loved. How it feels to be loved. So together we take off, hand in hand, our wings of unity, in love, one world, together to fly back over the North Pole. Let's go, you guys. Whoops, say bye to Santa. Santa will be seeing you soon. See you soon, Santa. Back to who we love, back to what we love, back to where we love. And we land back together on our sofas. Hi, everybody. Is everybody back? I feel so green right now. I feel like a smoothie. Yeah, a super green smoothie. Oh, green is so healing. Love is so healing. Joy, passion. For those who care for us. There's people who love and care for us. That's right. Thank you for coming today. Thanks for asking questions. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week. We'll be doing Moldavite. I want to mention something about Moldavite for all of those who have lost a loved one recently. I chose Moldavite because it's also green, and it is a stone which can be used to help communicate with those in other universes. Yes, it is a transmutational stone, and it's not a crystal. So we'll be using Moldavite as a communicator during the Mercury retrograde, and also to help for healing for those who have lost a family member or loved one in 2020, which I have, and I'm sure many of us have. So it's time for us to heal around that. So we're going to be doing a healing around the memory of our beloveds who have passed in 2020. And there's a couple other things Moldavite is really, really good for. All right. Thank you today. Love to all. Namaste.